Hey, small group leaders, it's Pastor Ray. I want to begin by thanking you for leading small groups. And you know what's interesting is when you take a look at the subject of spiritual gifts, you're even going to lead differently depending on what your spiritual gifts are. The 5 categories, GIFTS, there's guiding gifts, which are really leadership gifts. Okay. Second is there's influencing gifts, which is I love to teach and I love to influence people by giving the information and loving them. Third is this, there's fellowship gifts, which really are, it's healing, it's encouragement, it's exhortation, it's hospitality. In my opinion, most of our small group leaders have fellowship, relational-oriented gifts that take, I actually believe, to the degree we have people with those gifts leading small groups, our church is going to be loved and taken well care of. Then there's task gifts. They make sure things are done right. And then there are support gifts, and they resource all the other gifts. You ever heard somebody teach without wisdom? These gifts come into operation and make sure everything is done in God-honoring ways. Now, a couple things related to small groups. Number one is this. Options this week are this. Christine Kane, you may want to watch her video. She's unbelievable. If you want background information on her, she's from Hillsong. She, in my opinion, is the #1 in-demand female speaker in the world right now. We're actually working on getting her back to Thrive again. It might be a great thing for your small group to see all or part of her video. They'll love it because she's so engaging, okay? And then you can have a conversation about that. The other interesting conversation would be this. Every time I've used a small groups test, and by the way, you can get our small groups test right now by texting gifts to John 3:16. All you gotta do is get your phone out, text gifts to John 3:16, 56316. That will text you immediately back a link you can bring up, and you can print a copy of a spiritual gifts test, give it to everybody in your small group, have them take it right on the site. When I do this, I have everybody take the spiritual gifts test, I have them tabulate their gifts, only takes like 5 to 7 minutes, and then what I do is I say, star your top 5 gifts. Okay? And then circle your top 3. And then instead of having them share their gifts, I go around the room and I say, we're going to try to guess what was in everybody's top 3. It turns into this gigantic affirmation thing. So the last time I did this, I actually did this with 18 student leaders, all high school juniors and seniors, and we're around a table, and I had them guess, okay, what do you think Scott's gifts are? And everybody guessed. What do you think Leslie's gifts are? Everybody guessed. And what happened is this, it turned into this affirmation bombardment to people, and for a lot of people, it corresponded to what their own gifts were, which was really good confirmation. And then what you do is you ask the question, now, in the next couple weeks as a small group, let's try to figure out how everybody's going to take at least one of their gifts and put that into service. Take your gifts, put them into service, and watch God work. That exercise will be a blast for your small group to take. It will lead to some God-honoring action, and we hope you go that direction. Again, thanks so much for leading those small groups. You're taking your gifts, you're putting them into service, and God is working in your small groups. Any ways we can help you be better at that, let us know. Pastor Ray signing out. Have a great small group this week.